Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're actually going to start fitting up the quarter panel, so come along. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to start actually fitting the new quarter panel up to the car and start making some of the cuts to kind of get it fitting closer. Put some clecos in where I think they're going to need to be, and hopefully by the end of this episode, I can get it 90% where it should be. If that's the case, then hopefully next week we can actually maybe start welding it in. Well, sorry, we have still to do the inner structure before we can weld it in. But start doing the inner structure and welding it in. So what I'm gonna do first what I'm gonna do is I bought a OEM side skirt. I'm gonna see if it fits up to the narrow body decent. If it does, then yeah, I'm gonna work on getting the rocker panel off over there. I'm gonna make a little bit of cuts on the red car on the B pillar, probably like right here. Maybe I'll seam it in up here. And on the red car, the cut's way down here. I want to bring the cut more up to like right here. That way we got this much to work with, because it's going to get seamed in like right about here, I think. But yeah, if that all works out how I hope it's going to work out, then we'll be on track to actually getting this welded in. We've got about 4 more weeks of working on this car before videos are going to shift to the Evo, because that's 4 weeks is the end of February. And I want to make sure I have a running driving car for summer, because there's no way this car is going to be done. But yeah, I'm going to get going on this. Well, we ran into our first hurdle. None of these clips line up with those, which isn't the end of the world. Ideally, we might have to figure something out with this rocker then. I just have to get that other one kind of lining up and see how it fits. Just kind of figure it out. But I'm not going to cut this whole rocker out, because that'd be not necessarily. I mean, I'm already doing a lot of work, so I mean, it's not that big a deal. But if I can just modify this rocker, that's okay, because it's going to get covered up. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is, I guess, start working on fitting stuff up. Alright, so I've got all the upper ones drilled out where I want to. I gotta get a couple of these down here yet, and the ones underneath. I'm not gonna bother filming them because the angle's gonna be goofy, but once we get that done, I'm gonna take the cut off, and we're gonna cut it like right here. Yeah, so we got it all off. There's a little bit more rust in there than I was anticipating, but I'll probably just clean it all up and use like a rust encapsulator. This is gonna get cut out, obviously. But I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the quarter panel on, probably throw some clecos in there and just kind of see how everything's fitting up. If we can get it fitting pretty decent tonight, that'd be cool. We still have some overlap because, you know, I'm not gonna cut the seams until we have it kind of fitting okay, and then we'll cut the seams. But yeah, let's throw some clecos in. Well, as to be expected, the rockers are significantly different. I'm not too terribly worried about the rockers yet at this point because, like I said, the side skirts cover that up. So we can go pretty custom here and it'll probably be okay. But everything else fits pretty good. Body line's maybe a little off, but nothing that can't be fixed with door adjustments. Yeah. What do you think, Jason?
Carl, you going so fast you won't notice it.
Won't even notice it. I'm pretty stoked about that.
I think it looks pretty sweet.
It looks super sweet too.
Yeah,
I'm super stoked about it.
yeah, it's cool, man. Let's turn it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna putz around with it here a little bit more tonight. There's not too terribly much more we can do until we get the inner structure all taken care of. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm excited. All right, I'm back. It's been about a week. I'm still loving how this is looking, but got the inner quarter or the inner wheel well all cut out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open the door, pull the quarter off, and start fitting that. That way I can get that all welded in. I want to get everything fitted before any welding gets done. But I'm just going to throw you guys on time lapse. There's not really too terribly much to talk about here. If there is, obviously I'll record it, but let's get cooking. Alright, so this is what I got going on so far. My suspicions were correct. This is all still the same, so I just kind of lined up a couple spots that I know are the exact same and started putting some clecos in. So if you can see, the inner structure, the narrow body car is lined up right there. So that means we at least got to go that far. So kind of what I'm thinking is taking this, cutting all the way down there, and then we'll just cut a little bit of this rust stuff off down here and weld it on. I think maybe I'll flip this cleco and that cleco around and put the quarter on, make sure it fits before I make any for sure things. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so we got it lined up with the new right here, but pretty far off over there. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But I think the first step is probably just going to be to cut the new inner stuff. The back part here fits pretty good, so I'm gonna not really worry about that. I'm just gonna worry about getting this front stuff situated, because it might just be that little corner down there that's holding us up. I think I'm gonna start with cutting the old quarter. Actually, just cut some of it back. Well, that's gonna be the first cut. I don't know how much farther I'm actually gonna go up here, but down here might be a little thicker. I just want to get this meat out of the way to see if the quarter fits better down here. So let's just rip this out real quick and just see how we're doing. Yeah, so that's what it was. It was hanging up in there, but as you can see, everything fits nice and snug now. So obviously I need to cut out the rest of that. I need to cut out the rest of that rust so we can see. What we'll probably do is we'll probably just use the line here as a scribe mark, and then it'll be all ready to weld in. So we're pretty much all fitted at this point. I mean, obviously some trim work, but I'm not really gonna do that till I'm ready to weld. But I want to address the elephant in the room here. Looks like this body line right here is probably quite similar. So I think the best course of action, unfortunately, is some new rockers. So obviously we'll have to seam it in back here. To take this one out, we're just going to take all the spot welds out. And I think what I'm going to do is probably just cut the seam right here. And probably the same up here. Looking back, if I would have known that I was going to have to do these rockers too, I probably honestly would have bought a whole side of a car, because it probably would have saved me some money to buy just a brand new OEM one from Subaru. I probably would have still sectioned it in the same way, but you live and you learn, you know? Well, that's actually where I'm going to leave this video. We got all the fit up done, so I'll probably get the rocker all fit up in the next one, and then we'll be ready to weld it in. Obviously, we have to do some cleanup and everything like that. But if you guys like this kind of content or are excited to see this project car finish here, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.